I don't know. Are we live? This is difficult. So going live after a long while, and this is troubleshooting. Yeah. So we are live. So Crystal Palace have been spanked by Liverpool. Like bad game for Crystal Palace. And if I'm not joking, if this would not have been what do you call the tags, and then we are good to go. Okay. So yeah, so anyone joining us right now? I don't know if anyone is. So going live after quite a while. It's been I think 2 weeks that I'm going live after. Not a problem. It's been amazing 2 weeks, right? And even today the game has been amazing. I mean, Crystal Palace. They. I mean, Roy Hodgson has done an amazing job with Palace, but today, not very good. So as of now, after this game, Palace are in 12th. They can go all the way down to 15th if Arsenal win. And yeah, all the way down to 15th if Arsenal win. Yeah. So not a bad game, but the win cements Liverpool's lead at the top of the table. They now have a 6 point lead with having played a game more over Tottenham Hotspur, who have played 13 and whom they defeated last in the midweek in the last game. That was by scored line of 2 goals to 1. Last minute of injury, last minute goal by Roberto Firmino, and today again Firmino has been in fine form since he broke his goal curse, and I think he has scored 3 goals in the last 2 games. Amazing for a striker or a defensive striker as per se. So yeah, I'll cover an ISL after a bit because this is a very important thing to cover. So yeah, so Liverpool went into this game having had an excellent performance last week against Tottenham Hotspur midweek, not last week exactly to be correct. And yeah, okay, yeah. So, but their away form has not been good. I think they drew all the last 6 away games and or something on that notes. And this game was going to be tricky as Crystal Palace also play counter attacking, similar to what Tottenham have done and even what Fulham have done. And with Liverpool having so many injuries, not the perfect time to face them. And you have Eze who is on top form and has Mark Bright said in early before the season began in our interview what he said like he should get Mark Eze for the FIFA whatever we play. Okay, so yeah, so I'll just go through the statistics and Takumi Minamino started the game. Liverpool started the 4-3-3 with Minamino replacing Salah in the squad. He opened the scoring in the third minute, which was assisted by Sadio Mane, and then Sadio Mane scored in the 35th minute, which was assisted by Roberto Firmino. And Liverpool tripled the score when Roberto Firmino converted from Andrew Robertson's assist in the 44th minute. Hence, they went into the half by a margin of 3-0 leading. As soon as the second half began, you had Jordan Henderson who scored the fourth goal when he converted from a TA assist, and Roberto Firmino doubled his score line, his score personal score line, and also the team's scored the team's fifth when Mo Salah came off the bench after replacing Mane in the 57th minute. He assisted Firmino, and that was not all to be. He also went on to bag a brace that was in the 81st and 84th minute when he scored. So that was a resounding win for Liverpool and a resounding loss for Crystal Palace. And I think this is the first time Liverpool have scored 7 goals in an away fixture since 1991, I guess, if I'm not wrong, maybe. And also, it has been 331 games that Roberto Firmino has. 331 days, not games. 331 days that Roberto Firmino has not scored in an away game, and he broke the hoodoo today when he scored, and he scored a double. He bagged a brace. So in terms of statistics, you had Liverpool who boasted at 2.87 expected goals in comparison to 0.49. You can clearly see that that is very much evident in the scoreline what has happened. And I mean, I feel sad for Palace. Like they weren't that bad. I mean, yeah, they were, but it's, I mean, like, that's the name of the game. So moving on, in terms, I said you like Liverpool had 14 shots with 8 on target, whereas Palace had 5 shots with 3 on target. In terms of passes completed with an estimated 20 yards of goal, except crosses, Liverpool had 19 passes completed within an estimate 20 yards of goal. So basically, it's in the opposition half how many passes they have completed, and that was 9, and Palace had 4. And in terms of passes allowed per defensive action, in the opposition half, Liverpool at 7.25. So the lower the value, the better. This is how much is side presses, and Palace at 22.76. So Liverpool again being very very efficient with the, like, pressing and everything. So in terms of match report, Liverpool are very efficient, effective at creating goal scoring opportunities, mainly through individual skills. I would not say like team was good, but individual skills, player for player, Liverpool are very far superior to Crystal Palace. I don't think so. Any individual would come close to Liverpool's team. Maybe you can argue centre back, but I mean, Fabinho is not playing in his natural position, but still he is better than any most of the centre backs who play in Premier League. And Liverpool are also effective from, like, long shots, and that is something I like. You don't see that unless you have Ox, and although Ox came later, I think that is something that was they were good at, and set pieces were strong, and of course their finishing has been excellent, excellent, excellent. And in terms of, like, you can see there's a statistics and say what has happened. And as I mentioned, Liverpool had 14 shots, and how many were on target? I forgot. Wait one second. With 8 on target, and out of the 14 shots, they had 8 from open play, 4 from set pieces, 2 from counter attack, and with a, I mean, you just see the conversion rate. Okay, they had 14 shots, they scored 7 goals. That's 50% conversion rate, and Liverpool's had a very very, like, they were attacking through the sides. They had 38% of their uh, attacking was from the right hand side, 36% of their attacks went through the left hand side, and the rest, that is 26%, through the middle. So I am not calculating this. These stats are available already. It's not something. And you can see like Liverpool playing inverted wingers, because 86% of the shots has come to the mid zone. That is, if you break the field into 9 halves, that is, you have 3 halves in the opposition half, and 3 in the middle, and 3 in the own team's half. You see like the middle, that is 0-1 of the opposition half was from where the shots are coming for Liverpool directions. And most of the shots came in from the 18-yard box. Nothing surprising, like you have like good scorers, and yeah, like they genuinely played, like Liverpool were playing like kind of a high line with Fabinho, and being the furthest, like deepest Liverpool player in terms of their own half, and the 10, 9, 18, that is Minamino, Firmino, and Mane were the three attackers, with Firmino dropping in. That's very evident, and TA and Robertson bombing down the wings. So that is like, you get that I don't even have to mention. So yeah, I mean, like, I don't know what to say. It's like amazing game. I mean, like, I don't know who was the man of the match. I don't know. I mean, like, I think Liverpool have saved some grace after they got uh like beaten badly against Aston Villa earlier this season. Okay, I'll get into ISL because we have done a lot of ISL. Missed a lot of ISL, not done a lot of ISL. Okay, let's see. How many games have we jumped? So the last game I covered was Jamshedpur 80K. So Jamshedpur 80K was on. Oh my God, it's quite a while back. It's quite a while back. Okay, okay. No, I have not. It's not that back also. Okay, now it's match 7, right? Match 7 of 11 that has been published, and so yeah, I missed Jamshedpur versus ATK. It was ATK or East Bengal? ATK Mohun. Yeah, the game 2-1, which Jamshedpur won 2-1 against. Yeah, so I have missed match day 5 and match day 6. So basically, you had 10 games. I'm doing live after 10, 11, 12 games. 13th game is going on right now. Goa versus Chennai. So yeah, I'll start from the beginning. Which are the match? Jamshedpur was I covered. I covered. Then we had Northeast, Bengaluru versus Northeast, which ended in a 2-all draw. So with UNN and Udanta scoring in 13th and 78th minute respectively for Bengaluru, and Luis Machado, the Spanish striker, scoring a brace for Northeast United, and he grabbed the first and the last goal of the game in the fourth and 78th minute. So that was Bengaluru versus Northeast. Then we had Mumbai City who played against Chennai, which ended in a 2-1 victory for Mumbai. Hernan Santana opened the scoring for Mumbai in 45th plus fourth minute, and Adam Lefondra grabbed the victory in 75th minute. But Chennai had grabbed the lead that was in the 48th minute when Jakub scored, and East Bengal drew their first game and in a 0-0 draw. Was it the first game they got a point? Yeah, first game they got a point, and there was a red card for each team against Jamshedpur, and ATK Mohun Bagan also drew against Hyderabad 1-1. Then Odisha lost against Goa courtesy of Igor Angulo goal in the extra time of the first half. Before we move to the next week, that is the match the 7th, that is this week, where Odisha lost by 2 goals to 1 against Bengaluru FC, with Sunil Chetri scoring an amazing header in the 38th minute before Steven Taylor equalized. It was also, I mean, it was a poor, I don't know, was it a good finish from Taylor or was it poor marking from Bengaluru? Whatever, like I'll say, okay, a good finish. And then Clinton Silva scored in the 79th minute to take the game away from Stuart Baxter's men. And yesterday we had Jamshedpur who won by 1 goal to 0 against Northeast United, courtesy of Aniket Yadav goal. And in the 53rd minute, good goal. And he missed one also where he was amazing and it just happened. So yeah, so we'll move to Goa versus Chennai, where Rafael Crivellaro opened the score in the 5th minute before Jorge Mendoza equalized in the 9th minute. So it has been a 2-4 game. In terms of lineup, Goa have gone with a 4-1-3-2, and Chennai with a 4-2-3-1. Anirudh Thapa back in the side, and I think he's instrumental. Without him, they cannot win. I don't know why what he gets to a team. So as of now, there is the first half. Goa uh, level with Chennai 1-1, as I just said you. And Goa have 4 shots with 2 on target, whereas Chennai have 12 with 4 on target. In terms of corners, Chennai lead by 7-2, although I don't think so they have done a lot with the corners. And Goa are more dominant in terms of position and passes. They have 57% position with 213 passes with a 78% accuracy. And whereas Chennai have 43% passes with 160 passes, 43% possession, 160 passes with 69% completion, a successful ratio. So in terms of the table, Mumbai City are top, 6 played, 13 points. ATK Mohun Bagan second, 6, 13 points. Bengaluru third, 6, 12 points. Northeast United fourth, 7, 10 points. Jamshedpur fifth, 7, 10 points. Hyderabad fifth, 9 points. Hyderabad sixth, played 5, 9 points. So Hyderabad can go all the way to the top. No, like if they win the next game, they'll have 12 points and they can go into the top four. And if they win the seventh game, they can. I mean, like Hyderabad are performing good. They have not lost a game, and they and Bengaluru are the only teams who have not lost after Northeast lost yesterday. So Goa and Chennai are fighting it out. They are in seventh and eighth position respectively, and Goa have 9 points after 7 games. If this game ends in a draw, and Chennai have 6 points after 6 games. And basically, whichever team wins will be in seventh, and whichever loses will be in eighth. If it ends in a 1-all draw, it will be seventh Goa, eighth Chennai, with Chennai having played six. Kerala Blasters are ninth, and they have just 2 points out of the first 5 games. Although if they win the 2 games, they can go up. They can't do much. Odisha are 10th with 1 point, and East Bengal are 11th with 1 point. So yeah, so that was, I think, the ISL part, and the season is beginning to take shape. And also, Real Kashmir have won the IFA Shield today. I think they won by a scoreline of 2 goals to one. And Ah, I think there was a problem with the live part, and yeah. Okay, let's see if we are live or not. If we are live or not. If we are live or not. I think we are live, and yeah. So I think we are live. So yeah, as I was just bidding, nothing much to say more. Bidding goodbye. So till the next time, enjoy. Like, do subscribe if you like it. Yeah, that's the minimum you can do. You know, I think so. That's the minimum you could do. And yeah, if you enjoy the content, do subscribe. And if you do subscribe, then probably we'll get bigger guests. Better. Like, not the guests were smaller, but I mean, like, bigger names whom you want to speak to a year would come. And especially if you're from the Indian subcontinent, that is India, Nepal, Bangladesh, Bhutan, Pakistan, anyone, you will have like someone who's running a good show here. So yeah, so I think that is all that I have to say. Okay, and I'll end it up in that note. So